So if you guys can remember the last time I was on this space, these guys were not as big as this, as grown as this. As you can see, they have become bigger. All these things you are seeing behind me are plantains. Don't forget, we did about 1,200 suckers on this space. This is almost 1 acre of land. So we did about 1,200 suckers of plantain, but not all of them survived, like I told you guys. So basically what we have here currently is about 900 and something. So about 200 and something did not germinate. Some died. So if you can see, because we planted them in batches, not all of them are growing uniformly. Some are growing a bit slower, or some are still a bit smaller. As you can see, these ones are still a bit smaller. So today we are basically applying manure. So this is where we heaped some of the manure we are using. This is manure from our pig farm. We heaped it here. So we are using it to spread out on the whole suckers. This stretches all the way back. So as you can see, this is basically what we are doing today. So let me tell you guys how we are applying the manure. I have some other people that are doing their own over there. So they are divided into groups. So all these you are seeing here are all plantains. So we planted this side first. This is why this side is much bigger. They have grown taller than this side. These sides are, as you can see, they are still smaller. So this is why it's like this. We planted these ones later after we did those ones. That's why those ones are bigger. So if you can see, we are applying our manure. These things you are seeing here are pig dungs. They are all pig dungs. So all these things you are seeing here are all pig dungs. Pig manure that have been composted for some time. So this guy is yet to come out, but we still applied manure on it. So this is how we apply manure on it. We had to wait for some time so that it can come out before we then apply the manure, because the pig manure comes with a bit of heat. So this is why we had to wait, so that they can at least be mature enough to take on the heat that comes with this manure. So before you apply your manure, for those of you that have livestock farms, make sure that your manure have been cooled off. Whether you have a goat farm, a chicken farm, a cow farm where you raise cows, all these are good manure. But what you must know is that you have to always allow these manures to cool off, because they come with a lot of heat, unlike the inorganic manures that are factory made. These ones are direct from the belly of these animals. So this is why you have to allow them to cool off. And of course, you have to allow the enzymes to break them down to more simpler form, which can easily be diluted by these plants, including plantains. So these ones, we applied their manures some days ago rather, which is why these ones, if you check, if you can look at here, their manures are more decayed. If you compare the manures here with the other one, you discover that these ones are more decayed than those fresh ones we are applying. Let me give you guys, you can see, these are all manures, but these ones are more decayed as compared to the fresh ones we are applying. So let me take you guys back to the fresh ones. These ones, we did these ones about last week. So let me take you guys now back to the fresh ones so that you can see the difference. These ones are also from last week. If you can look at it very well, they are from last week. They have become almost like sand, which is what happens as the manures keep breaking down. As you can see, these ones are still fresh. They are still fresh, they are still bulky, they are still wet. So this is how the application is being done. This one is still coming out, but we still have to apply the manure. So these ones are the ones we are doing just now. So basically, this is what we are doing.